Hello everybody. I am making this little video on hope and the power of your words, and specifically the power of your words for when you speak to others. And I felt really inspired because I received a beautiful text message from a lovely lady who I had a beauty treatment with last week, and we were just chatting, and to me that's how I chat to everyone. She had shared some stuff that was going on in her world, and I just asked her, had she ever heard of like manifestation or mindset, and just she said she had, and she was into it before. And I was just kind of reminding her, or speaking about the power of your mind and how logically it mightn't make sense to anyone else. But if you really believe something and you're like, it's going to happen. And I was telling her some things that had happened in my life that made no sense, but I was like, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. And I just was so persistent. And I received a beautiful message today, and she just said, thank you so much for believing in me. She said, since that, she said, like, things have happened, and things that have happened that she kind of thought, oh, that mightn't have happened before. But it's so amazing, like, we underestimate sometimes the impact our words can have on others. And we could be the one person in a room or in a group of people, you know, when it's easy when people are like, oh, yeah, that's awful. And everyone's like, oh, awful, awful. But you could be the one person that says, oh, well, actually, have we looked at it this way? Or maybe it's happening because this reason. Or I feel like that's my purpose. Like, I feel like I can't not do that. um it's how I live my life. I'm feel like my brain is wired to be like, okay, well, maybe there's a higher reason, or it's like I can always find hope or something good within it. So maybe you might be listening to this and you might be like, oh, I wish I said that. Or, you know, don't underestimate how a little thing, I didn't even give a second thought to that conversation with that lady. I just was just being me and how I would talk to everyone. Years ago, when I got into all mindset and manifestation, I thought, oh, you can only talk about this to the people who might get it. Whereas I've learned and I've seen so much magic when we share it with everyone, because it's a way of being, it's a way of living. And I was listening to a beautiful podcast today from Ciara. She is a neuroscientist, and she's actually speaking about all of this, and the science is backing it all up. And she's specifically talking about connecting with her loved ones in spirit. And I suppose that's what got me to this understanding that, oh my God, I can rewire, I can change my thoughts. So for me, I just have such a passion and a drive. Um, and if we can spread hope or make someone's day better, like the goodness I felt in my heart when I got that message, and I was like, oh my God, she's believing in herself. Like, that's what the world needs. So yeah, be that person, be that change, and don't underestimate how much of an impact that can have. And also hope. I think it's so important now to be that light of hope for someone else that maybe doesn't have the hope. And I thought about this so much about in my own journey, like, I wouldn't be here only for my hope and my faith. And at times that light has shone really bright, and at times I've needed others to help that light shine bright, or to even flicker a little bit. And if you can help someone's light flicker a bit, why would you not do it? And I think that's why with Mindlessful, the podcast now, I'm just so passionate about bringing others on, because I've seen the positive impact that I've been gifted by sharing my journey. And I'm doing things now I never ever dreamed I ever would, or ever wanted to. But I just think life is easier and freer now, because it's not just me in my life. I've something bigger and energy supporting me, guiding me, angels, faith, hope. So yeah, be that person, and nobody can take your hope. Nobody, unless you give it to them. And just sending lots and lots and lots of love. And thank you